class this morning. Let me just check. It says please try again later. Why does it say please try again later? Let me see if I'm actually up. It looks like I'm up. Tell me if I'm up in chat, guys. And we're back. Okay, good. Let me, I've got to move a bunch of shit around. Give me a second. This is like some extra chaos that I did not expect on Black Monday. Just some more bullshit, I guess. All right, so let me just move some things around to where I can make sure my screen is displaying what I want it to. And, yeah, God, just so much happening at once. Oh, there we go. That S&P, yeah, getting closer to my goals, guys. Getting closer to my goals. All right, let me just make sure that everything is displaying correctly as well. Let me just do this. I need to probably go to sources. I need to do... Sorry for the chaos, guys. I was not expecting this, but that's how life works sometimes. You got to roll with the punches, you know what I mean? It's just life. Let's see. Ally, no. Where is my session here? So I'm on SPX. Right here. Is that right? Okay, good. And then I've got to show my stock. Just give me a second. Got to make sure we got Bitcoins on there. Okay, we got Bitcoins on there. That's looking good. Okay, making progress. And then I need to move some other windows around here. Ooh, okay, so we're still dropping. All that's good. I just got to move some windows around so I can see what the fuck I'm doing because everything got jacked up. All right, so oil's still under 60 or getting close to under 60. The DXY is, let's see, I don't know exactly where that is. Let's see, let me expand some of these things. Oh, I hate it. Sorry, I had to completely restart my computer. It should avoid any further issues here, but it just throws a monkey wrench in what I'm doing. Let me see here. S&P, NASDAQ. This over here. Almost done, guys. Almost done. Just trying to... Okay, that's done there. That's done there. Okay. All right, that's up here. All right, getting close. So yeah, S&P still just plummeting. I probably should try and do some buys here. I'm going to, where's the heat map? It's over here. I'm going to display that for a second. And then I'm going to jump over here and see if I can actually buy anything. If this market has opened up at all. Oh, there we go. Yep, seeing some stuff. Things aren't completely broken. Kind of digging that. Let's see here, 3,000. I don't know if my exchange is going to work. We'll find out. All right, so we got, oh, shit. What the fuck is that? Okay. Not super great. All right, back to that screen again. Cool. All right, I'm going to try and do some buy-in on TSLL here in a second. I need to see where all these things are at, too. Sorry for all the chaos, guys. I gotta fix all this. Hopefully, can you guys hear? Where's your fearless leader? Do you see me yet? Or no? Did it not work? Can you guys in chat let me know if you're seeing me? Oh, you know what? Let me go back. I wonder if I have the right session. I need to pull this one up. Oh, there you are. Okay, I had the wrong chat still pulled up. Oh, fuck. Everything's so crazy. All right, so I'm here. There we go. Things are happening. I'm trying to buy 20,000 in Tesla right now. So give me 1 second, or it's TSLL that I'm actually looking to buy. It's getting cheaper by the minute. So that's cool. Just bought 20,000 in that. Let me see here. I'm going to buy some, probably MSTX real quick too. It looks like it's down 12% on the day. So give me 1 second here. Let's see. How much am I getting? I don't even know what the levels are here. Well, 1,000. Let me see. Preview order. Buy. Oh, just fucking chaos today. Let me see here. Computer crash with the market. Yeah, it totally did at the worst fucking time. All right, so I just bought 20,000 in MSTX. That's down probably like 23% on the day. So that's a pretty decent number. And I got 20,000 in Tesla too. I'm just trying to figure all this out. I want to get buys in, but I also don't want to be super aggressive. Because again, I think there's more downside we're going to be looking at. TLT's down today too. I want to buy some of that. Sorry, I'm just trying to restructure my screens here. It sucks having to completely start over, but we're getting there. We're just a couple seconds away. I'm going to bring up real fast here. I think I'm going to bring up, we're going to listen to the chaos in CNBC while I do a couple of things. Yeah, everything's burning today. Everything's burning. One sec here. I'm just going to refresh, see if we can get in here so you guys have something to listen to. Just a wild market today, guys. Let's see, is CNBC even coming up? I might have to, let me bring this out. I'm going to try and figure that out. Thinking of selling most of my CLSK down 50% for MSTX. That's kind of the opposite approach of what I'm taking, but it's totally up to you, man. Everybody's got their own things. I am looking at, I'm not, I want to add to MSTR for sure. Can you talk us through this? What stocks you're liking to pick today? I don't love stocks today. But there could be some good ones. I mean, again, Palantir, I think, is a great company. I think the valuation's too high. Let me kill some of this. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want these huge beeps. These should be neutered. So I'm going to try and kill that so I'm not blasting out your guys' ears. 1 second here. I'm just trying to get like so many different things up at once. But yeah, so there's, I love Tesla. Tesla's probably one of my favorites right now. I think they're going to do really well through all these tariff-related concerns. But they could also get hit in some different ways. We just don't know. We don't know for sure. Bitcoin tested 74, you think, a little bit before rolling over. Can't see the chat. You can't see the chat? What the fuck is that about? God damn it. So many things not working right now. Chat. Where are you, chat? Why are you broken? Background? Nope, not it. Chat should be there. Rechat should be there. Maybe it got temporarily broken. I don't know. I don't know why chat's broken. Sorry, guys. You're going to have to just, you should be able to set up like the other way to look at chat. I think that's what you're going to have to do. Oh, I just realized one of my lights is off. There we go. That's better. It's brighter in here. Good. Chat is working. Chat's good. Chat's okay. I think he means on the screen, but whatever. Let me adjust a few things here. So again, we're piercing underneath the veil. Let me put this up too. God, so many broken things. So we're getting closer where I think we can bottom for Bitcoin. And again, I'm looking to apply a little more capital. MSTR sitting in some crazy, it's hitting on the 200 daily moving average. I'm probably going to look to add just a little bit more to that right now. Give me 1 second here. All right, let's see. Just waiting for that to happen. I might keep some of this simple for now. BTC down 30-ish% off the highs, historically good levels to accumulate. I would agree. Totally agree. It's a screen. Everything is lagging. Everything is lagging and dying. Look at this red. Look at the red today, guys. Look at the red across markets today. Is that not screaming just like butchered them? Is it not? Let me see here. I'm going to try and get some more MSTX, which is just continuing. Chat is fine. Restream is blank, but not a big deal. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I'll try and figure it out. It is what it is, unfortunately. Shit happens. I love this current level with MicroStrategy, so I'm going to be buying MSTX around here. I didn't want to accumulate this much in this zone. Red is my favorite color. Is it? Sweet. Well, then today is a great day for you, my friend. Should have worn my red shirt, huh? That would have been more appropriate. God, I just cannot buy right now on Ally. Is anybody on Ally? I might have to do some of this on Robinhood. I don't know. So far, guys, we've got the 10-year. 10-year is only up 0.32 right now. Oh, it looks like I'm getting an order in. Sweet. Okay, so I got some more MSTX. So I've dropped about 60K, I think, into markets right now. About 60K. I'm probably going to get a little more in Tesla, too. Just because I love this company so much. I'm probably just going to do another 500 there. Again, I was looking to spend 100K today. Oh, is that right? Oh, what is that? Yeah, okay. I think that's right. Oh, that's too much. I love the Robinhood credit card. I listened to my friend Kelly talking about how she was having issues with it. I have not had those same issues. But I don't spend as much. It looked like she was spending crazy amounts, and then she's also in Canada, and it's a U.S. based card, and I don't know all the details of her inner workings, but I love it. It's the best credit card I've ever had. Jesse, maybe throughout the red, you should set aside some time to switch to IBK. Yeah, no shit, right? Interactive Brokers is a really good broker. I've heard super positive things about it. So that is something that is intriguing for sure. All right, I might do another real quickly. I might do just one more purchase on MSTX because we are at such a key bounce level, I believe. And again, I don't know. I got rid of this capital to be able to do these exact same things that I'm looking to do today. So, and again, I probably will delever some of this on the way up and then remove some 2x funds. Probably not with the calls. The calls I'll probably still stick with. I might do some that are further out and that are lower. Let's look at the S&P. So getting really close to what I was looking for, right? Really, really good level where we find support on the volume here. Really down to 4,800 is a great support zone. So I would expect this to treat us well. What did you buy? I'll show you in a second. Just give me 1 second. All the screens are fucking lagging. I just rebooted my computer. It's a shit show today. Right now, I can't even get stuff to display in my IRA. So I'm just trying to get things to work. So just give me a sec here. Unfortunately, it just is what it is. It's a weird day today. But I did buy mostly MSTX, some large chunks of MSTX, and then I bought some TSLL too, probably for close to 100,000. Oh, I think it's my Stream Deck. My Stream Deck is down. Maybe that's 1 second here, guys. I might be able to get chat back real quick here too. I'm just trying to see. Fuck it. It's too much work right now. Yeah, we'll do that later. Just give me 1 second here. Trying to get most of my stuff back since everything's kind of a disaster. And then I'm going to put my background back since that looks pretty naked right now without the chat. There we go. That looks better. All right. So what was I doing last? Oh, I was going to show you what I bought. So let me get over here. So I'm going to go ahead and publish this real quick. And then again, this is subject to change. I might even put more money into the markets. We'll see. All right. So real fast here. I'm just going to post this. Oh, I want to do it in this other one because I do want to still talk over that. All right, so that's what I did right there. You getting the skinny on it, something I normally don't show unless it's subscribers. I will go ahead and post this to Discord too. And again, so this is close to 100K, I want to say, but I might end up doing more. Oh, Discord isn't up. Jeez, man, so many things. Let me see. Discord might be coming up. I don't know why. Everything is not working. This is the way it rolls, right? This is the way shit happens. This is it, right? Like, this is what you got to deal with on days like today. You just got to be ready. You got to be adaptable, right? You got to deal with the chaos. You got to move forward. It's just the way the world works. And we are getting a little bit of a bounce in the S&P, I want to say. So I got my 100K to work. I have not jumped into calls yet with miners. I might take a look a little bit at some of that. Just because it could be so utterly depressed. Actually, miners are like the least depressed. So if anything, I'm probably jumping in more to MSTX. Not going balls deep though, because again, I'm not 100% sure if we're done yet. So I want to be somewhat conservative. Not showing pricing correctly. What do you mean by that? Hood looks like it's having an issues. Oh, is Hood breaking too? I mean, it's not surprising, guys. This whole market is just fucked. Super fucked. So to get some broken stuff, I did just buy another 1,000 shares of MSTX, so I'm up to 81,000 on that, guys. So that's a pretty big purchase, and I'm probably going to get a little more Tessie in there too. I'm not doing anything strategic with calls right now because I just don't have the ability to. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how I could be strategic right now with calls, just based with all the chaos and just having to look up the prices and everything else. If you guys could do that and you know how to do it because you watched my videos, badass, take advantage of shit. But I'm not in a good place. I'm not in a good place. So it is what it is. No issues on IBKR. That's awesome. Sometimes all of them go down. E-Trade, it sounds like Hood, Schwab are working fine. Okay, good. Somebody just said they were having issues with Hood. I'm actually working now on Ally. It might have been my computer that was just glitching earlier. It's really actually amazing that all of these are currently working. This is great. This is actually kind of shocking, but a good thing nonetheless. I'm trying to see if any of the miners have really good deals. That's 48 cents, it says. Let me see here. It's so hard to know, like... Yeah, it's so hard to know where we're at. All right, so yes, miners do have good deals. So I'm going to maybe... Miners do have good deals, so I'm going to look at some of this. People are just throwing the baby out with the bathwater right now. Yeah, no problem, man. I'm happy to help in whatever way I can. Shit is crazy. And all we can do is just try and do our best, right? Just 1 second here. I'm trying to close a few orders. BTC hanging in like a champ. Yeah, the proxy's getting butchered, but doing really good on those. ARKG's down a lot. Do I want to buy more ARKG? Those Junes, baby, those Junes. June. I just got to get these orders in. Let's see here. 400. Down to what? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, these calls just got fucking destroyed today. You're right. Shamazing. Let's see here. 0.48. All right, 1 second here. Fuck. All right, so I'm going to do that. Yeah, the leaps are just decimated. This is pretty much a washout on long-related stuff. Is just getting utterly destroyed. And that's okay. That is what happens. I'm just trying to take advantage of that. So give me a sec. I'm going to have these orders in pretty quickly here. It's just a matter of getting them done. You know what I mean? It's not always an easy thing to do. It looks like people are already getting excited about those Mara leaps. People are getting excited about those. Those are actually high. All right, let me see here. I'm just going to try and close a few other deals. Mara's raging by here. It seems to be, because I tell you what, when I'm looking at Mara right now, the calls are actually recovering very, very nicely, which is a strange change of pace. So, yeah, they're doing really good. Oh, everything is so slow. Thanks, Cookie Monster. EU offered 0 tariffs. Will Trump take it? The problem is they have tons of tariff-related barriers, so I don't know. Again, they lie so much, guys. They lie so much about the reality of what they're doing. They lie so much. So much. All right, so I'm just gonna, trying to, all right, so it looks like I closed some ARKG too. So I got more MSTX. I got some Tesla down pretty big today. I am still waiting on a potential CleanSpark one. I don't know if those are going to be coming in, but I feel pretty good about what I did buy. Yeah, they're bouncing. Everything's bouncing pretty good. This is a good bounce zone, guys. So this might be something where we can get a good sustainable run, and maybe it lasts a while, or maybe it's a good place to delever. You never know. All right, so subscribers only. Let me just get that over here. I am bullish. All right, good, Bitcoin man. Glad to hear it. Hims green, GME green. Jesse, are you still planning to sell? No. I don't know if you've been keeping track of my posts or what I've been talking about all day, but no. I was going to do that if we hadn't dropped yet. We're dropping so hard. It's all buy today. That's the only thing I'm doing today is just buys. You can't miss out on this kind of opportunity. I think that the world isn't falling apart. And again, we can get lower lows. You got to be prepared for stuff. That's okay if that happens. But I'm betting on the future, man. I'm betting on the future, and I don't think it's bleak. I think it's going to be okay. TLT being red along with the market is hurting me though. Yeah, sorry, man. That does suck. Oh, it's down. Yeah, 1.4% today. It looks like the 10-year is now up 1.45. So I might have to buy some TLT. I might actually have to buy some TLT. Let's see. It's down. I gotta see what it's down. It's 2.78. Let me look at that. Because I still believe in TLT. It's not looking good right now, but I believe in it. So maybe this is an opportunity for me to acquire more. Let's see here. 2.68. That's a decent drop. It's not a huge one, but let me just see here. 2.7, let's say. 450. I do want more TLT. I want more hedgy. You know what? I'll do 100 here. Oh, I'm like a kid in a fucking candy store this morning. You peeps chat over 50 years old. Hims is a great company. Yeah. Hims might be a good company. I don't know. I'm not, it's not really my area of focus. But if you're interested in dip buying, today's the day to do it. I mean, again, Bitcoin is still at 78K. VAT is not an important tax on VAT is applied to internal product. No, that's not true. There are tariff trade related barriers of all different kinds that literally prevent our goods from being in the market of the EU. Total taxes, including VAT, are 37% against the United States right now. 20% of that being the VAT tax that is applied towards U.S. cars. I did. I posted them on X and I posted them on Discord. I've done both those things. So yes, I did do that. Trying to do a couple more and let me get things back up. Let's look at the heat map. It is getting better. Super fucking red. But look at this. Oh, look. Little baby green. No clean spark and Mara buys. I tried to get clean spark and Mara. Mara didn't really drop for my December calls that I was trying to buy. And I don't know. The other one hasn't closed, so I don't think I've got any done. Let me just take a look here. I can tell you what's executed. If it shows it. I mean, Ally is so weird right now. It's not even showing. I got to wait for it to load. If it comes up, I'll show you. VAT is the same as U.S. sales tax, speaking as UK bro. So yeah, but what we're looking for is we're looking to have basically an even trading field. And if you look, fade the death cross. Yes, sir, Cookie Monster. Fuck, I can't get my orders to execute or my trades to execute. What am I trying to say? Trades to show. But here's the last set that I had, and then I did get more MSTX, I think, in here too. But this is the last set that I had. I did not see anything closing for Clean Spark, and Mara was just not dropping enough. I got Mara calls down 35%. Nice, dude. That's fucking awesome. I did not see them that low, so I must have missed that. But that's great. If you got them for that low, that's a steal of a deal. Yeah, I can't get anything to load right now, so I'm glad I got my purchases in. MicroStrategy recovering, Mara recovering, Clean Spark recovering. These things were down 11-12%, guys, for the miners, and now they're fucking almost positive. So you gotta love that. That's not horrible at all. I'm going to try and get some TLT calls if I can, but I guess I have time to do that. Jesse, do you still expect us to get hit BTC peak at the end of the year? Yes, I do. I don't think it's done at all, guys, and I'll talk about more of that. Here's what I want to do. Let's go back into more, since everything's kind of fucking weird right now, and we're perfectly bouncing off the 4-year trend line. Look in the bottom corner, guys. Literally perfectly above it. Perfectly above it. I'll zoom in here some more, just to show the gravity of what's happening right now, okay? So we have bounced, let's see, can we see the wick? Right there, look at that. We have bounced perfectly above the 4-year trend, just like I fucking said it was going to. And the miners have bounced hard. MicroStrategy is just lagging a little bit. MicroStrategy looks good too, guys. I'm going to put this on the screen. All this stuff, all of these are such heavy buy zones. This could be the bottom. You never know. But look at this. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. Look at this fucking back test. Almost hitting the 200 moving average on the daily. Perfectly bouncing off of this and shooting back up. This is such a beautiful bounce. I'm glad I have almost 100,000 in MSTX now. Good thing you kept your BTC. Yes, sir. Did you sell? No, I haven't sold my SOL because I had it staked. So I still got about 100,000 in that too. And then a little bit of ETH. So no, my SOL's still there. My shitcoins are still there. I posted all that stuff today, guys, too. If you just go over here and look at the pin profile, it shows my current allocation. You can see it in here. I just butchered a decent amount of cash today, and I still got all the TSLL, which is down on the day. So I increased my holds. I increased my hold on MSTX, which you don't even see in here. You just see the MSTR up here. So I added a bunch into that, and then I added so that went from 0 to a much higher number, and then I added to Tesla, and then I tried to add to some shit coins and I couldn't. I added to ARKG. So we've improved the positioning though. BTC almost back to 80K. I know it looks good, right? It feels very, very bouncy today. Feels very, very bouncy. So today was a good day. And maybe we can get me back up. I was sitting at like 2.6 something. I can't remember exactly. Right around there, million. And hopefully by the end of the day, we're sitting at like 2.8 or 2.9 based upon some bounce. That would be great, getting back to that 3 million mark. I think ETH is going to have a harder time. I'm not really focused on Ethereum at all. And a lot of the shit coins I'm not focused on, guys, admittedly. Here's what the shit coins. Fart coin, if you wanted a fart coin, that's doing good today. EOS is doing good today. Grass. Otherwise, or I'm sorry, let's check today. Today it's probably a little more than that. But like, look at the monthlies on these shit coins, including Trump coin, which I exited like weeks ago. I think it was a couple weeks ago. I don't know. The time blurs. But down 34%. I sold this like just a hair under 11, and it is at almost less than 8 right now. I'm just not going to focus on that shit right now. I want to do a combination of capital preservation and strategery, because that's a word. All right. But yeah, this is a healthy bounce. We kind of went to this gap down here and touched it. That is not a horrible place to be. Do I think we can roll down and still touch the 4,700 range or all the way down to the 4,200 range? Fuck yeah. I think that could still happen. So I'm not balls deep right now, because again, if we get another 14% drop in the S&P, that will be brutal. That would get us a total drop of 31%. Does not need to happen. We have already seen a 21% drop in the S&P, which is no small measure. Melania coin is deep value play. Yeah. I mean, she's a cutie for as old as she is, but I don't know, dude. Plus Trump's been tapping that. What do you say about that? I just don't. Anima, yeah, okay. All right, so let me look. Oh, my account is almost starting to come up. Maybe I can show you. Maybe I can see if anything else closed. I don't know. Let me see. Do I have anything open? I do have CleanSpark open, it says. Limit 0.55. Let me see here. It's probably bounced up so much from that. And we might get a second leg down. So I'm going to leave a few things in play in case we get a lot more. Soxel dabbed into this in the AM. Which one is that? She's a cutie, but I don't know, man. Oh, you got me imagining it. Sorry, bro. Sorry, dude. Shouldn't do that to people. Yeah, so shitcoins, I'm just not interested in for the rest of the cycle, guys. I just don't think I am. I want to be in my MVPs. I want to be in my Teslas. I want to be in my Bitcoins. I want to be in Bitcoin proxies that I still believe in. And I want to diversify some of that risk. If I add to anything else, probably, again, just dabbling into the miners more, and then probably getting more into MSTX or MSTU or something like that. Somebody's messaging me. Let's see what this is about. Yes, sure will. See you around noon. Okay. My dad's coming. My nephew's baby comes over here during the days, Monday through Monday through Wednesday, and he's such a cutie. We get to watch him, and my family comes over and watches him too, and we get to spend some time together. It's a lot of fun. Tesla calls, I haven't looked at any. I just cheated and just went to TSLL because there just wasn't a lot of time and everything was crashing, including my computer. XRP and HBAR are the only shit coins to own. Yeah, dude, I so don't like XRP. You got the wrong audience here, bro. It's just fucking trash. I don't care about it. And it's already got a huge cap. So I've said this before. I want to recap it right now because I think it's such a good time to do this. So XRP to me has no inherent value. They print the coin in order to be able to fund their business model, which I think is shit, right? Now, let's just look at it real quick here. It has a market cap of 108 billion. They have like zero fucking Bitcoin. Zero Bitcoin. And then you have a company like MicroStrategy. What is MicroStrategy's current Bitcoin level? Can somebody throw it out in chat? And their market cap is 69 billion. So their market cap is about 60% of XRP, and they own more Bitcoin than China and the United States combined. So if I was investing in something, it would be this. It wouldn't be XRP. And when I compare, again, that XRP level to a market cap like CleanSpark is at $2 billion. Mara is at $3.84 billion. These are steals, in my opinion. They are really good deals. Much better deals than something like an XRP. Did you get out? No, I didn't. I was trying to, but I one of the blessings, maybe it's a blessing, is that I was staking on a bunch of my shit coins, so I still own Solana. I probably have 100K in it, with it bouncing a little bit this morning. So I still have that. And if you look at my portfolio over here, you can see the shit coins. I still have shit coins. 4% of my portfolio is shit coins, and that's basically all Solana. Tom, thank you for becoming a member. Real quickly here, let me look over. What did our fear and greed get to? I'm going to look at it both on here. So still, we were in the fours. We might have gotten lower at one point in time. We'll take a look at that in a second. Let's look at the crypto into that and see how bad it is. I'm going to refresh here and see what it comes up with. It says 23. I'm actually amazed it's not lower than that. What was it down to? Let's just look here. I'm amazed it's not lower than that. But it looks like it bottomed over here. 1.76 on MicroStrategy, or 1.75. Okay. It's not a crazy number. I think it can get back to 3x again. And I think MicroStrategy can go a lot higher. So we hit 25 already. Is it even showing the 23? Yeah, okay. Or what was this? This was 15. So, all right. So both of these are painful. And the CNN fear and greed, you said, got down to what? 3%? Oh, you're right. Sweet. That's a great number. That is a great number. This is about as fearful as you can possibly fucking get. So that is not a bad number. God, I can't look at anything on my ally is so broken right now. Oh, we're experiencing a technical hiccup. So it's literally broken. Thomas, thanks for being so positive, especially when shit hits the fan. Appreciate your insights. Yeah, no, I'm just trying to be like, you got to understand that when we're way over here, this is the buy zone. And when we're way over here, this is a sell zone. So even if you're worried about the cycle coming to an end or a depression, you should be buying here and then selling later. You shouldn't be doing it here. Rose Gold Gunner, if this is really the end, then I think like ARKG would be down more than 3%. Yeah, no shit. Yeah. I mean, it was down more earlier, and it was down pretty hard, I think, on Friday. But again, I think these are value points. The miners are doing okay. Yeah, dude, they are. CleanSpark's only down 1% now. Mara's down 1.5%. What is MicroStrategy down? Let me just pull it over here. MicroStrategy is down 7.73. So MicroStrategy is getting hit today. Doesn't that kind of make sense, though? It fared the best last week, and now today it's doing. Yeah, see, look at how bouncy Daniel Dibbs. Like, look at how bouncy CleanSpark and these guys are. These things were down double digits. 10 to 12% this morning, and now CleanSpark is almost positive. Does that not tell you a lot about the current landscape that we're sitting in? I think it does, right? I think it really does. And then even Tesla, like, look at this. It's near my support zone. I painted this a while ago. I didn't change it. It's still the same. So you can see how we perfectly bounced off what could be a double bottom right here at 55.6% drop. That probably isn't a bad thing. It's probably not a bad thing. So I'm excited about that. I'm glad I bought more. Still can't get into my exchange. Whatever. whatever, dude. But again, when Bill Ackman marked the bottom of the fucking pandemic. When he starts screaming that bloody murder is happening, you best buy. When Jim Cramer tells you that today is Black Monday, where the market can drop 20% in a fucking day, even though we have circuit breakers and everything's completely different, you buy. You buy during that shit. You don't sell. You don't run away like a little bitch. Again, Binance Coin, it has a market cap of $81 billion, which is significantly higher than MicroStrategy's 71. And they hold more Bitcoin than any place on earth. Yeah, Ackman versus Kramer. Who helped us more? Who helped us more, guys? We're going to have to fight over it because they're both pretty lame. All right, I'm going to see if I can get in. Jesse, don't you say that the miners lead before BTC makes move up? Is CleanSpark Mara down 1%? Does that mean can be going? I'm not quite sure what you're saying, but I mean, again, miners are up now. CleanSpark's at 1.3%, and it was down like 11, 12% this morning. Palantir's green, beautiful sign. Hood is back, guys. Hood is back, and TLT is getting crushed. I might actually buy more TLT if I can ever get into my exchange. I'm probably going to buy more of that because those yields will be going lower. I think we're just getting a bounce back because of the stuff that China's trying to do to thwart us. Hey, I did get. We got Jeremy Siegel. We got the Seagulls up in here. Let me fix this real quick. We got some talk going on CNBC. I love this guy so much. He's such a grumpy little fuck. But he's also brilliant. Let's listen to him.
All these tariffs moves. Quote,
massive jump on. Do we have news, guys? Is there news? Can you guys take a look? I'm going to look. If there's news, tell me what it is so I can do a keyword search and pull it up on the screen.
Policy mistake in 95
Something's
years.
Getting weird.
Argues the Fed will likely have to cut rates as a result. Joining us this morning, longtime market vet Wharton.
Yeah, so the EU is offering 0 for 0. So we'll see what that leads to. Okay, so we got Ursula. We got that crazy bitch Ursula. God, what a fucking horrible name. We'll look at that in a second.
School professor Jeremy Siegel.
I did repost it.
Good to have you back. Thanks for being with us.
The Siegel.
Happy to be here, Carl.
Siegel.
I took note of your comment last week. Why would the Fed come out and make a move like a cut, knowing that this policy could be undone?
CleanSpark up 3.21%. Iron up 2.53%. Mara up 2%.
The Fed can be much faster moving, and I've often advocated them to be much faster moving than they did. They can make changes intermeeting. There's nothing that restricts them from doing that. And
TLT's getting butchered.
In fact,
I'm going to buy some more of that.
Reverse himself. They can reverse themselves.
When
also.
I can.
They don't have to be a small.
That's your mom's name. Sorry.
Boat like the Titanic, like people think. They can move quickly.
Cruella DeVille.
They should respond. The interesting thing is that some of the near-term data might not be that weak because we know there's a lot of advanced buying.
Tesla's
on
green.
The tariff, so we may
I dropped
have to
120K
wait,
into the markets today. A little more than I expected, but
weeks or even
good.
a month before we really begin to see some of that the data that he is looking for. And by then, that I'm not saying it's too late, but that would hamper his ability to offset the coming recession.
Now you have
still
your
can't get
reaction
Ally to
function
work
on
right.
the Fed. I would argue can be a little hair trigger. There was a time.
Yeah, so I said earlier, I think the 10-year is going up because I think we're seeing some dumping of U.S. Treasuries, maybe from China, just as a move to try and show some dominance. It's not a good move, and it's not going to last.
How long ago you were calling for intermeeting cuts, right? Are you going that far?
Well, not so far at this point because we haven't seen that weak data. But again, we have a big inversion of
Look
the
at that heat map. Look at that change, guys.
I think the
and
main
it's delayed.
meeting should be in play.
It's not even
Most people
updated.
are dismissing that. And I think I absolutely think it should
Rumors
be in play
of the tariff pause?
The truth of the matter is, inflation signals are of less utility to the Fed now because how much is it going to be tariffs and how much is it going to be excess demand? Well, it's not going to be excess demand. And that's when the Fed should really tighten, is when there's just too much spending by consumers and businesses and investors. That's not going to be the source of the increase. A supply shock. And a supply shock should not be reacted to. And that's why I'm saying that I think that May should be in play.
I just want to cut you off because we're seeing some pretty dramatic action in the market right now. The Nasdaq is now positive. The S&P, after going into bear market, has just gone positive as well, and the Dow has wiped out more than 1,000 point plunge, and is now positive as well.
I don't know.
It was down 1,500 at the lows.
I don't know if there's been any specific news.
Well, I mean, we are getting some headlines.
Do you guys
from
see a
Europe that I'll
post?
just
Tag
mention.
me.
Hard to know if this is moving or not, but basically, Europeans are saying that they want to negotiate. We've offered to the U.S. 0 tariffs for cars and all industrial goods. A range of tariffs is hitting 380 billion euros.
Is that what it is?
Exports are facing 70% of our total exports are facing tariffs.
All right, 1 sec. I'm just going to see if that's it. Real quick. So this is what I think we're talking about.
Negotiate with the United States. We stand ready to negotiate with the United States. Indeed, we have offered 0 tariffs for industrial goods, as we have successfully done with many other trading partners, because Europe is always ready for a good deal. So we keep it
How do you
on
know
the
that's
table.
real?
But we are also prepared to respond through countermeasures.
There's all kinds of stuff happening, Sawyer. The markets are going up. Let me see if I can find this Gergavan post. He follows me. Fuck that. All right, let's keep going. Where is this from? All countries except China. Haha! I love that. That would be brilliant, actually. Let's see if we have more. I'm going to see. If you guys see that, please tag me. If this is real, tag me somewhere, okay? Rocket trading. Here we go. What's this? Rumors of a 90-day pause. Okay, is this real? These are just like fucking people. Charlie Kirk. That's that one. Yeah, everybody's saying that. Is it real? Who is this fucking guy? Let's see. What kind of stuff do you post? You look like you want to be blocked. Oh, Free Palestine? Fuck you. Fuck you. Commie fucking piece of shit. Sorry, I just throw Palestine people in the same category. I really don't give a shit who he is. Bye. Get stock advice from somebody else. Well, not financial advice, to be clear. Walter Bloomberg posted. Walter Bloomberg? Him I trust. All right, thank you. Him I trust. Amit's probably getting it from the same things I'm getting it from, but tariff legal challenge could be filed as soon as Friday. Okay, so we've got a group of businesses are looking to do a legal challenge, and we've got Hassett Trump. If that came from Kevin Hassett, that's a big deal. Let's look up Hassett. Hassett. He's not backing down. You're going to get blocked, Sammy. Bye. You no longer have the right to talk in here anymore. All right, here we go. Nope, that's not it. Hassett Trump is considering a 90-day pause. Here, is this it? Is this it? No, that's an hour ago. Not American, these countries, the Americans versus. All right, I don't know where this is coming from. I'm just going to jump back over here.
They say that is an important source of income.
I'm going to jump here too. I want to
tariffs on all countries except China. We are still trying to.
They're trying to validate it too. It sounds like.
But if this is what we are hearing right now, no, he should not.
81 biddy,
Professor,
getting close.
Let's get a little bit more, I hope, from our Megan Casella. Morning, Megan.
Good morning. So we are just seeing the same headline that you guys are reacting to.
Yeah, maybe Bill Ackman apologized to Lutnick, so maybe he got some kind of a heads up that we might be coming this way.
Right now, on this 90-day pause in tariffs on all countries except China, we are still trying to confirm this ourselves with the White House. But obviously a major change here, guys, and really different rhetoric, even just from a couple of hours ago from this White House. Navarro, of course, on CNBC saying that this is not a negotiation. And then again, Howard Lutnick, the Commerce Secretary, yesterday was asked point blank whether there would be any postponing because there was some some talk of that over the weekend, and he said absolutely not. It's sort of obvious these have to go into effect while the president resets global trade. The president himself has been saying he won't strike any deals with China and the EU, were the two countries he's been most focused on, or the two trading partners, and saying that there was nothing that they could offer because he wanted to see the trade deficits reduced. So a big shift here. We will have to see if this is confirmed. I will say, obviously, a huge jump in the markets. This is what they've been hoping to see. But there is still the question of what happens 90 days from now. You can't erase trade deficits in 90 days. So still a lot of uncertainty that will be left out there as we wait for what gets settled there.
So again, guys, the goal is just to give us better trading circumstances across the entire world and then apply a shit ton of pressure against China.
And the sectoral tariff still to come. So good news for now, still a lot more to come, guys.
Yep.
Maybe.
Mark,
Megan, again, so
Ackman marked the bottom. Ackman and Kramer times 2.
Whether it was on another network.
We'll see if it lasts.
Been a while ago, though.
We're bouncing around so much right now.
I'm just trying to understand why the S&P turned the way it did.
It's so crazy.
Based on the timing of the
I can't even get my
interview that
exchange to work.
had with Fox, I think it was.
Absolutely. We're doing the same thing. And the White House, the White House so far not confirming this. So we have to wait and see where this came from and whether he said it directly to a network. And our Eamon Javers is at the White House right now trying to track all of that down. So we will have to see. Maybe it went directly to the wire services, for example.
All right, so we'll check that. So I got no confirmation yet. I want to look at the VIX really quick, guys, just to give you an idea of how fucked up this was. We were at levels where, if we go back on the VIX here, back to that 1990, roughly 35 years ago almost, we were at this level, which happened Silicon Valley Bank disaster, the pandemic, and 2008 great financial crisis. That's just what we experienced. This is fucking crazy. So this was a buy day. When you see that kind of movement, it's a buy day. If we would have started up today, it would have been a sell day. So that's just how things work. But it ended up being a buy day, and that's great. We like that. We don't hate that at all. And look at how green this is now, guys, compared to where we were at. This is just nuts. Everything dropping again, maybe no confirmation. That's fine. That's fine. Whatever. It is what it is. We'll probably get some bounce. We'll shift around for a while. All these things are pretty much normal activities on a day like today. Lots of news going back and forth.
Economists.
Keep listening here.
Right. I was going to say.
Shit, it's already 9:20. How did the day go so fast? This is crazy. Just crazy.
Supportive of tariffs. So I would say the more discussion we hear about some sort of a pause, the more discussion about negotiations and striking deals, to me, that would signal that the two of them
me
are
too,
starting to have
Tesla
some
and
influence.
miners.
But think about Peter Navarro's career. He wrote the book called Death by China and has been updating it for years since. President Trump
I would be
himself
patient,
has
Ethan.
spent decades
we could be all over the place.
China,
I mean, MSTR is down today still.
Large, which he sees as a negative on GDP and
I just think so again, Trump isn't going to let the stock market crash. He's going to keep applying pressure on China. China is still, let's see how their bond market is doing. Is their bond market recovering from this news? Probably not, right? Because he's putting all the pressure on China right now, our biggest trade partner, or I should say, we're their biggest trade partner. Actually, in regard to trade, we're not doing too bad. We need to look at some of this stuff. So let's go through this. Okay, so first off, I said we could drop down pretty hard. Looks like we got really close to my first target, and we've stopped right there. I still think we could see some of these other lows. Be ready for it. It's going to be very dependent upon news. I talked about how capital outflows out of China are only going to get worse if they devalue their yuan. Does anybody know if China's devalued their yuan? Anybody? If you can tell me whether they've done that, I would love to fucking know right now. Because these capital outflows will happen on crack. And look at what 2008 looked like. And then they had so much capital that people started investing in them, and then it just went up, right? But look at it now. It's horrible. Capital flows with China are really, really bad. Also, guys, tariffs. Tariffs end up looking more like this if applied. They don't look like this unless they become retaliatory and everybody's fighting against each other. I don't think that's the goal of this administration, even though they've talked a tough game. We looked at tariffs, and the tariffs actually look really good. They also want to get oil down. Oil is down. It's only down 0.3% today at 62, but they want that to happen. They want all these things to happen where we're going in the right direction. And again, I posted this back on March 30th. People gave me so much shit for selling out of my MSTR, but I've actually bought it back cheaper. And I've gotten a lot of stuff cheaper than what it was. So I'm still going to call it a win. And I've still got plenty of cash on the sidelines, which is nice. Cedric, democratized access to stock market has made it more representative of the collective mindset addicted to TikTok. Yeah, there's some of that. Yes, zero hedge on X last night that China was devaluing the yuan by buying gold. Yeah, so that doesn't surprise me at all. I do think that the gold play is going to be a really bad idea for them. But hey, do it against whatever you want. They've made mistakes in the past, like with thinking that silver was going to be the reserve currency and having it be gold. That hasn't always turned out well for them and kept them impoverished for long periods of time. So MSTR, so miners still doing okay, down less than 1%. MSTR down 9 now. So again, it's starting to trade. I'm going to just let things happen. If it goes a lot lower, I'm going to be buying more. If it doesn't, who cares? I do plan on picking up more TLT today too, since it got smoked today. We'll see where that lands. I'm trying to see 271 it says. Let me just look here. I can't get anything to really work. China buying gold is a top. Yeah, it's a top for them. Ooh, over here. I want to see this real quick. Jeff Park is a brilliant man. Let's see what he has to say. He's probably very anti-tariff. He's liberal. So let me see. Just FYI, the market does down 5 and then 7 up. That's a very bad sign. No liquidity. So he's saying that we could roll over some more. I actually don't disagree with that. I think that could happen too. We'll see what happens here. Loaded the Scrabble table. But again, we got news events moving us around too, so just take it for what it's worth. Load the Scrabble table. Breaking, the Fed has announced it has a close. So this is a real thing. So that was really a thing. Cool. So we've got a lot of levers being pulled right now. There's a halt on Palantir. Are you serious? Is there really? Did it get halted? Well, the markets are moving so much, man. Double tough since Trump's goal is to set the treasury yields down, and they are not sufficiently down. We're in no way done. So I hope people realize that like not everything just changed today immediately. Not that we can't go up. I'd be very excited if we go up. I'm okay from here. I've still got cash. I've still got hedges. Do whatever the fuck we want to. But I just don't think you can just think that everything is gravy here and we're not going to have more chop. All we need is a Godzilla and an alien invasion. Yeah, right? It's like we're playing the fucking Sim City or something. Just pick your catastrophe. Crazy ride, red again. Strange stuff here. Well, yeah, now it's back up. But it could go red again. It seems like it's not official. I agree. Imagine this being fake and everything dumping again. Totally could happen. Totally could happen. Yeah, again, we have no clear source on that information, guys. I think you have to be okay with it dumping more. I think you have to be. I have both those in my 2025 bingo card. Do you? Good. Breaking, there is no confirmation. Yeah. I put that post out there. Is it breaking for me? That would be a huge message to China. I agreed. I actually think it would be a good one. Saw your chart earlier this morning and put my last cash into 400 shares of TSLL. All right, good luck, bad dog. I'm rooting for you. This is wild. No shit. It is, bro. It is. Let me see what else we got. I do want to jump. There's so much to look at. Bro, why the fuck did it go green today? It's not anymore. 2 seconds. That was a whole 3 minutes ago. I should have put. I'm scared. Arnie doesn't look scared. Is he eating? Fuck yeah, he is. Of course he is. Eating again. I don't know how that guy isn't fat. Jesse Olsen is doing a bit too much bragging right now. With what? Didn't he say that the market is falling apart? Do we have any real confirmation either way? That guy's a dick. I actually blocked him. Fuck that guy. VIX is halted. Bull trap. It could be a bull trap. I'm glad I'm off work today. This is a real hoot. Yeah, it's insane. Anybody who thinks that they're very super clear on the edge and they know exactly what's going on right now are fucking idiots. They could end up being right statistically by some probability, but if you have like you can have confidence on like a long-term vision of what's happening with the country and what the likely probabilities are, and mine are very positive. But isn't Olson, isn't he the one that thinks like we're entering a depression or some shit? I don't think that's true. And how do you even gauge that? How do you know that with any confidence? There are so many moving parts right now. You just have to be an idiot to believe that. Good speak with Marco Rubio. Exchanged perspectives on the Indo-Pacific and the Indo subcontinent, Europe, Middle East, and West Asia and Caribbean. Agreed on the importance of the early conclusion of the bilateral trade agreement, looking towards remaining in touch. Beautiful. And this is India, right? The External Affairs Minister of India. Cool. All right, love that. It's the new Christmas in April, red, green, red, right? It's like, and we're up, and we're down, and we're up, and we're down. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Things are moving so fast, it's like hard to keep up with. I am still, it says I'm up 7% on my MXTX purchase, but again, that could roll over even more, so I'm just holding off. Do you share your long? I share everything. Yeah, I mean, yeah, even in just my portfolios right here. I mean, for anybody on X. So, and I was doing a lot better. I got caught off guard. I got fucked pretty good. I'm still better than 2024's low, but not really as good as my high. I really got caught off guard by what happened with Trump and these tariffs. I didn't think he was going to be as balls to the walls as he is. So I got fucked just like Tom Lee. I'm very much leveraged in here with Bitcoin and a number of plays. I've got hedges like TLT, which is not doing well today. It's getting a little better. And then I've got... I want to buy some of that, actually. And then I've got a bunch of Bitcoin proxies. And then I hold Bitcoin, but I don't talk about that. I've got ARKG longs that go out to June of 2026. Might even get some 2027s. And then I've got TSLL, Tesla-related stuff, too. And I'm looking to acquire other things. If we get bigger drops in Palantir and Hood, I'd be interested in some of those, too. They're just trying to avoid record market decline headlines. I don't know if they're trying to do anything. Yeah, we'll see. Would love to know what Buffett's cash pile is saying right now. Buffett is a long-term player. He might have applied a little bit today. We won't find out for a while. He is not a real-time, here's what you get kind of guy. The more Navarro is asked about Tesla on TV, the more of an idiot he sounds like. Agreed, Jeff. That's true. Yeah. He's spot on. Repost. Any country that can manufacture its own drones will be a vassal state. I said that. Or I didn't say that. I took this post and I said, America has to be this. We have to be this. I'm glad Elon Musk agrees with that statement. Worst Black Monday ever. It's not over yet. I do like the fact that the EU is talking about 0% for some things. Some things. They weren't talking about everything. They were getting us in the right direction. So what we have to do is start giving concessions with some people and being like, yeah, you know what? Maybe that's not the worst thing. Maybe we can do that. And making some of those deals, I think that is really the way to be. I think it'll prove very beneficial towards us in the future too, being that way. So I do think there's good stuff that can come from it. Maybe Bassett will resign, Trump not listening to him. What? That's in no way true. That is the stupidest fucking thing I've heard. No offense to you, Alonesis, but you have not listened to Scott Bessent if you think that's true. He's very much in alignment. You should watch his videos. He's very much in alignment with what's going on. He was literally, people were like, oh, I see Howard Lutnick lurking behind Donald Trump all the time. You could tell Bessent doesn't agree. It's like, no, dude, Bessent was lurking behind Trump last night on the airplane. He's very much in alignment with all of this. He's the architect. He's the architect, dude. Oh, hi. Hello, Kay. Hello, KT. We love you too. Rose Gold, if Trump flips it where it's everybody versus China, he'd be a beast. I agree. I actually think that's a great move. But there's technicalities with that because we have problems with Vietnam, Mexico, a lot of countries, other parts of ASEAN, and the South China Sea area, and then also with Europe where they can basically avoid tariffs by pushing things through these other areas, and or dumping things there and then producing them there. These are problems that we need resolved, and so they're going to be some of the talking points of what we're trying to accomplish. I have no doubt. I can't believe I've been doing this for 2.5 hours already today. It's went really quick. -5. That's pretty low, guys. I feel like somebody edited that, though. I don't think that's possible. Let's see here. So, oh no. Well, I'm green today. I didn't expect that so early in the morning. Not gonna lie, that kind of threw me off guard. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, so I'm not going to get too greedy. I'm not going to overtrade. I might do some TLT and add to my stack there. It's good that the VIX is coming down. I still think that bond yields are coming down. I think it would be a folly play to believe that bond yields cannot drop from here. So I'm probably going to look at adding a little bit to that position. Let me see here how low I can get. 0.268, 2.6. It's not really that low today. I'll add a few. I'll add a few at 2.7 if I can get it. That's probably flat on the day. Actually, I'm just going to leave it alone. I think that even the TLT, it looks like at least the calls are coming back to a decent level. I'm going to leave it alone and see how things work and just leave that cash position. Still sitting just immediately in front of my account on another 130,000, and then I think another 100K on top of that. And then again, I've got hedges that are about 300K right now. So pretty good position. Maybe a little less than 300. I don't know. I got to look. Lisa Marie, would you please explain your thesis why miners will be a good play when this cycle has so many BTC ETFs, et cetera? So miners, their fundamentals look a lot better if Bitcoin's price explodes. So if you believe the world is falling apart, I actually think you stand a really good chance with the miners. I've got a decent amount of them. If nothing else, I've just been dialing into them and dialing further out, because they can do a lot better near the end of this year based on history of every single cycle. Now, are there other things that there's ETFs, right? But an ETF isn't a multiplier to the underlying asset at all. It's just literally a representation of it. People could do calls off of those too. They could do that. There's several ways to make money. That might not actually, if we drop bigger, I might look at like IBIT calls or something like that to play with those. But when you have like a 2 billion cap with CleanSpark, or let's say even better with Mara, you got a 3.89, and then when you subtract their assets versus their debts, they're probably sitting at about a 1 right now with their NAV premium if you calculate all that stuff in, maybe a little bit higher, 1.1, 1.2. But these companies have earnings. They have the ability to make even more money. So does MicroStrategy. And if Bitcoin jumps to 150, all of a sudden the economics of what they're doing look a lot better. And there's euphoria that kicks in. And so if the world starts to fall apart, or if the Bitcoin cycle continues, these will give you an outsized multiplier to those returns. If I don't get one in that, then I can still get some stuff in ARKG. I've got calls all the way out to June of 2026. I've also got right now, it looks like well over $500,000 in Tesla, some of that being 2x. I've got a hedge that's, again, almost $300,000 where I could basically have $1 million in TLT sitting around if bonds really do start to fall and we get closer to that 3% handle, which I think is possible on the 10-year. And then again, MSTX and MSTR too. I'm sitting, I believe, probably about 150K on that now. And that I'm looking to grow too. So I might even add a little bit more to that today. So there's a lot of opportunity, I think, here right now to be able to make money in different ways if Bitcoin does well, or even if it doesn't. Again, there's always opportunities out there. But we're going to assume that things can get worse right now for MSTX. I'm not going to assume that it's all over, but I do like the positioning. I was talking about another $10,000 worth. So getting closer to over 150 maybe now. CNBC, no one at White House is aware of a 90-day pause. So that's bullshit. Not surprising. So again, be prepared for a bigger drop in these things. Miners still outperforming and doing really well. Isn't that fascinating? Tesla down at 5.7%. So again, maybe I'll get more opportunity to buy things if markets really drop. But again, your emotions are going to get played with in the days and weeks ahead. I wouldn't let that happen too much. I would try and remain calm. Make sure you have capital available to you. Make sure you can buy dips, okay? I'm probably going to call it here, guys, since we're pushing closer to 10 o'clock. If any news-related events, you can find me on X. I'll be posting throughout the day. But I'm going to try and get about my day and enjoy it and go see this little baby. And see my family when they come over, and do a bunch of other shit that I got to do. If you guys have anything that's interesting, please tag me on X. and I'll try and distribute it out to the rest of you guys. I love you. It's a good sign, in my opinion, that Bitcoin down in the corner is doing a good job finding support on that 4-year trend line. I think that's beautiful. I think if we get more downward pressure, it's a buy. I do think that be mentally prepared for worse so that you can buy dips if you need to, guys. And be in here for the long haul, I'm down right now, but this is what I do. This is what I do. I didn't go from here to here to here to here. These are just the lows for the year because that's all I was tracking back in the day, along with the current high for the year, the current low for the year, and then my current status. I'm right at it. Today I'm actually bouncing though, so maybe I'm in the 2.6, 2.7s. It looks good. But is that the right number? Or did I put the wrong? No, it was supposed to be. It is the wrong number. This is the right number. So I did screw up on this chart. It's actually 2.68. So I'll fix that for the next one. But again, I didn't get to these levels and get these ramps without suffering downturns. It is a part of the game. If you don't realize that, you shouldn't be in it. You should be more conservative with your investments if you can't handle shit like this. And a lot of people can't. So just remember that. But I'm excited about today. I didn't do a good job with risk management. I said all that. But here's the way I look at it, okay? Here's the things I'm invested in right now. Here's what they were down as of this morning, right? Shitcoins, like 91% on average for the stuff that I was in. MSTX, 90% downside, right? That's fucking crazy. If you should look at the charts that show the math of what you have to accomplish to get back to where you were. It's like 1,000% increase. It's a crazy number, right? So MSTU just destroyed, ARCG destroyed, Tesla destroyed, or the TSLL, the version of that. CleanSpark destroyed, Mara destroyed. These aren't the calls; these are actually the stocks. Iron destroyed, TLT still destroyed from the worst performance in bonds since the 1800s. MicroStrategy, just the stock itself, still down 46.53%, and Tesla down 53.69%. So yes, I will be down on times like this, but I will be strategically trying to lever into positions and get myself as long of a time horizon as I can get. With Bitcoin and crypto right now, it's mostly out 6 to 9 months from now. Roughly 6 to 8, I should say, months from now, and then also with ARCG, it's out closer over a year. It's out. It's like 15 months from now that I've got on that, and then Tesla again. I'm looking to long haul that. So a lot of options, a lot of things that can play out, a lot of ways to delever as we go higher. But when you're looking at RSIs on some of these investments that are just incredibly oversold, like oversold on the weekly time frames or damn close to it. That is a good sign if you still think that we're in a bull market for Bitcoin right now. And you'll be able to get some great exits. If these things go up 150%, these miners, then you can expect 500, 600% increases from here. In some of the options contracts that I'm in, not all of them. Some of them will just go to dust. But really good opportunities for asymmetric upside returns and ways to delever along the way if we do get some chop. So anyway, I love you guys. I hope you had some fun today. Sorry we had to 2-stream it. I'll make sure that doesn't happen tomorrow. It's going to be a fun week. I will see you guys online. And peace out. Okay, stay out of trouble and don't lose your minds during shit like this. I know that it's easy sometimes, but don't.